1-0. When they score, na set piece, Trossard goal for them. I think the goal when they scored from open play last one is in the Champions League when they scored against
I'm thankful that you remember that they
I
scored
said
from
in the
open play.
Premier League, in the
No,
Prem.
I'm just thankful that you remember that they scored from open
about Premier
play.
League teams, we don't talk about them in the Champions League. You get, because all of us support them for Champions League. When we banter ourselves, is when we come back home to the Prem. We banter. Now in the Prem now, Arsenal is Stoke City, Brentford is Stoke City. Long through specialist or set piece especially.
Stoke City can make you become top of the table.
Simple.
Because they don't score from open play now. In the past 3 games, I've not seen Arsenal.
What are you saying? What are you saying, man?
Let's leave Arsenal. Arsenal is going to play today. Let's leave them. But let's talk about Brentford. I said I'm hoping and I'm waiting for that day. That they never reach today. Now Brentford play against Grimsby. So look at the way they play. No matter how to say Stoke City and all of those things along through, they still got their act. It's just about the tempo they play with. You're playing against this side. The tempo should be right. When you play with the right tempo, you get the result you need. It's just how when you perform. I'm always about the performance. I'm not always about the results. Is this the results? It's always about the performance for me. The tempo of the game, how you control the tempo of the game, how you put the opponent on the back foot, how you control everything that happens in the game, every aspect of the game, the long balls, the long short balls, the run-ins and everything. How you control it matters in the whole 90 minutes. And if you perform like that, you get result. And again, Brentford for me, they've proven why they are in the Premier League and Grimsby is in the 3rd division.
Yeah.
They've proven it. It's not like some people in the other side of Manchester that let's not go there.
The less noisy side.
Let's not go there.
Okay, John, fantastic for Brentford.
Yes, it's a fantastic way for them. I have to give kudos to the former Liverpool player Carabao. Also give kudos to Louis Potter and a couple of other characters within
Nelson too.
Yes, Nelson. Nelson had a couple, 1 assist, right? I think.
He got an assist.
Yes, he got an assist. So kudos to him too. But then I think the biggest kudos has to go to Keith Andrews, because nobody saw Keith Andrews coming in the Premier League, and so far so good. He's done well for himself basically. So kudos to Keith Andrews.
I know now. I know why some of them will just go to commentary and just stay in commentary. Keith Andrews left commentary to become a coach. He's seen it all. He's seen all the big games from up there. He's seen the positioning play of everything. So I feel like it's okay for him to just be a good coach. But some of us just want to stay upset to criticize all the players. Like people like us, now people like me. If I come to the field now, I'm going to be a very wonderful coach. Every single day, learn work where I did. You get, but again, because it's one thing to see the game for how the game is played and talk about all the criticism or everything, talk about it and come out and coach the game for what the game is. Know every trap you're setting, know everywhere your player is supposed to be at the time they're supposed to be, and put them in training, train them to play the way you want them to play, or perhaps the way you see them from the area of view. So it's just one thing like that. And I think Keith Andrews, from commentary to being on the sideline, has done a good job for himself.
Okay, let's see. I don't want to dwell too much on that game, but they won that game comfortably, 5 goals to 0. So the fairy tale for Grimsby has ended. Okay, we come. Even though that Fulham won that game, was a penalty. I was disappointed though. They were disappointed. Yeah, I was disappointed. I was disappointed. They won.
It's a game they should have won.
You could see, you talked about it at the weekend. They are struggling. If you look at where they are on the table, I think they are on 16th or something like that. They almost. If they lose maybe 2 more games, they will drop into.
And they will go relegation back.
Yeah, West Ham will go up.
It cannot happen. West Ham is stay there.
But you know, we talked about it, the struggle in game. Now they struggle against a smaller team. You could see that they are struggling.
It's tough. Like I said, Grimsby isn't a push. Sorry, what's their name? Wycombe are not pushovers. They are giant killers in their own right in this competition. If you go back a couple of seasons, you are going to see them knocking out the big side on the red side of Manchester. If you go back a couple of seasons, you can see them knocking out other teams in the Prem. So they are not a pushover. Secondly, I think Marco Silva's biggest problem is the low morale in the team, not necessarily the talent in the team, because your muscle, your talent, everything you know, skill-wise, is inbuilt. But you have a mental block. That mental block is that you are on a poor run of games. Everybody's head is down. Nobody's been able to get the ball across the line for you guys to score and win games. So it's just that fact that your head is down right now. Basically, morale is low. You need something that will come around, lift the morale of the players and get them believing again. That's why they say you have to fake it till you make it. You have to believe that you can go out and win that game. Otherwise, you are going to struggle. Like they struggled and down to penalties before they could shake this one off. Imagine if they had crashed out of this competition at this stage in time. It will be a totally different picture for them. Poor in the league, now out of the Carabao Cup, but unfortunately or fortunately they are still in, and hopefully they live to fight another day.
Unfortunately for Wickham, now you go to talk, because if they had held their own, because look at the way they play, it's again about, I will still go back there, it's about performance. They played with the intent of, we are playing at home, not even with the home crowd noise and all of that. They play with the intent of, let's go and show these people that we are not just some pushover, we're not some, we are coming to the Premier League in the nearest future very soon. It's the target now. It's the target. We are coming to the Premier League, and when we come there, we will shock people up there. But for now, we are where we are. So, with being where we are, the only way we can meet is the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and we'll show you guys that we are good enough. You get? I always say football is against.
We can already play League One.
You know, they go come.
One.
You know,
Yeah. No be today. This week come for League One. No be today.
They are 17th
you know
on League One.
Sheffield United. Wait, let me finish now. Do you know Sheffield United at some point were in, I think, League One or League Two. Sheffield United were League Two, and they got 4 promotions in 5 years and came and almost went to Europa League in one season. The season they came to the Premier League. They don't go back Championship. They don't go back Championship. I'm just telling you, Chris Wilder, 4 promotions in 5 years, came and finished 8 in the table.
I think generally just Fulham is just struggling throughout this season.
That's what I'm saying. Wickham should have done better. This Marco, I don't complain about this Marco Silva since beginning of season. It's not good enough.
Let's see what happens in the next round if Fulham will keep progressing. Okay, let's talk about today's game in the Carabao Cup. I'll give you the games. That we'll talk about all of them because all the big boys are playing today. Arsenal will play Brighton. Liverpool will play Crystal Palace. You remember now, Crystal Palace and Liverpool. They like playing Liverpool. Swansea and Manchester City is playing today. Wolves will host Chelsea and Newcastle will play Tottenham. Okay, Arsenal will play Brighton. We're expecting Arsenal to change some players. I don't think that people that play the Premier League will play in the Carabao Cup. Especially, for example, Kepa will play, White will play, maybe Hincapié and Mosquera and Luis Kelly. They have a North squad. Even Northgard in the midfield. Waneri should play. Merino should play. In the attack, I don't know who will play in the attack, but from midfield to defense, they have a substitute there. But if you look at Brighton, know they play second, they know they do all those changes. They play their full squad.
Substitute players. You see the eye wager they look you. Like where you come from, which kind of talk you talk. Players starting 11, win the match, blow out all of those things.
Truthfully, I don't think they're going to start the full squad and this.
We know.
They should. You know, I will tell you as it is. You know, later on you can now go and decide whether it's wrong or not. But the most important thing, for the likes of Brighton and Manchester United, I don't have any other trophy or any other hope for trophy in this life. You have to prioritize the Carabao Cup. If you remember, that was the last thing Klopp won before he left before he left Liverpool, right? That season they were saying they were going to win for our market last the Carabao Cup. So I will still say you have to fight the battle in front of you and then consider the battle coming next time. But fight the one that is in your front. That's the way. That's my philosophy for football. Fight the battle in your front today, and then you go and fight the one waiting for you tomorrow. You can't tell me now that okay, it's Brighton. So what will happen now? You take away your starting 11, you field your second 11, you lose to Brighton, and you come and tell us that you are prioritizing your first team. You need to rest your first team players. This is 1 trophy down. That's what the fans will tell you. 1 trophy down.
What if you now start your starting 11
and they lose?
And they start now one key player now has injury.
And that's the problem now.
You already have key players out. You are surviving. Start your.
That's what I'm saying. It's better you have key players out. Let them be out, and you survive with this one that you have. Than have extra key players go out and join the ones that are already out.
I think it's just common sense. So it's not. Kepa have to start.
I'm not saying.
The thing is that nothing is promised.
We know nothing is promised.
Nothing is promised. So you can tell me now that you want to discount Carabao Cup. Carabao Cup no be silverware.
Nobody is discounting it. It's just that
excuse me now, but that's what you're doing.
Nobody is discounting anything.
That's what you're doing, man.
Nobody is discounting anything. No team in this Premier League, including Pep, will play all their players, first team player in all the games. Sometimes you have to rest some players and play some players. That's how it works everywhere. They'll burn out in January.
Let's be honest, with fixture congestion,
it's too much now.
I said it before. With fixture congestion and everything, you have to drop out of some tournament, or even if you don't want to drop out of tournament,
No,
you have to
not drop out. Have a big squad.
Even if you don't want, even if you didn't drop out of those tournaments, you need to have quality of players on the
big
bench.
squad. That's what Arsenal
to
did.
play some certain competitions. I remember, I go sit talk am again. No matter how you say, when I conquered Europe, there was let me finish. There was Fabianski and there was Areola.
This year, when you conquer Europe, it's an affront to the Champions League.
Wait, that one concern you.
When you conquer Europe through economy class,
now you go browse
not be Champions League.
First, we travel abroad, whether I go by water or by canoe.
If you did not win Champions League, you have not conquered Europe.
John, whether you like it, first we go Europe by Titanic and by canoe. As I say, destination are there. They don't reach.
If you don't win Champions League, you don't conquer Europe.
So when we did, you had an Areola in goal. Sometimes in the Premier League you have.
Yes, I'm not begrudging those players.
Now with Arsenal now you have a Raya who is doing fantastic between the sticks. He's basically just resting there. He's not facing any shots on target. And you have a Mosquera who can come in and replace Saliba because he's dominant on the ball, he's confident on the ball, and he's very, very good with.
And Lewis Kelly that is a good player.
You have a Lewis Kelly who can compete with Calafiori on the left.
And White, who has been
and you have a Ben White who was converted from a centre back and defensive midfielder to a right back, and he's one of the best in the league for I think 2 seasons ago until last season injury took that performance from him. One of the best right back in the league. You have him on the bench. There's a Julian Timber who's been starting all this while. These 3 players can just come and play alongside Gabriel, who is still performing. Now these are 3 players with Gabriel and Kepa. The defense is still, because we've seen Calafiori play and you say, oh, you better make Lewis Kelly play than Calafiori because of his pace. He's faster than Calafiori. If you're talking about the pace, Lewis Kelly has better pace than Calafiori and even more physical than him. If you're talking about ball control and everything, Calafiori is more experienced and has the ball control than Lewis Kelly. So these are, if you do it like for like, you have players who can come in and replace anybody except for that Gabriel. You never see go replace Gabriel yet. I never see
Hincapi.
Hincapi Mosquera.
I pity you.
They can play.
I will still leave Gabriel there. Play Mosquera or Hincapi alongside him. One person must start. While the other players can just come into play.
Hincapi is a left-footed centre half. So either Gabriel is playing or he's playing. But let's say how they're going
then in midfield, Nogard, Moreno, then
Nwaneri can do that.
You have the quality. So the attack is just Gyökeres go start again and he no go score.
Gyökeres start too.
He go start and he no go score, and you want to play against his former club, his boyhood club. So it's going to be it's going to be easy for Arsenal to. I think the only place they have that quality to bench players is on the left, where you have either Trossard or Martinelli coming in from the left, but from the right it's still Saka only.
On the right, you can play Doman then. I don't know what you're talking about.
You cannot start him. He's still young.
Let's see what happens.
If you're not playing your full 11 in this encounter, please give the guy some minutes.
He will get some minutes.
I was talking about Doman actually in his press conference. He said that you are blind if you cannot see the quality. It's that I'm blind or you are blind. Somebody has to be blind. So if he's 15 years old, for example, Trossard will play 1 more season with Arsenal. Obviously, there's going to, if he leaves, he has more opportunity to play more. Let's say when he's 16. He cannot be starting a 15-year-old when you have to have Trossard, Martinelli there. You keep gradually. I think he signed a academic contract or something. He has not signed a professional contract with Arsenal, but he's a superstar. Everyone knows he's a superstar. But it's going to be a fantastic game. Arsenal has one of the best squad depth in Europe. Look at how Nonso has actually given placement like players to player in Arsenal. You can bring in defense, Lewis Kelly, Ben White, Mosquera, Nosgard.
I never see that Hincapi,
but probably it's time to trust him. Look at what he can do because he has been injured. Probably Masanya and Mosquera.
That's what I'm saying. He comes in from the bench because of that injury.
Let's see what he started. He came in from the bench from the last game. But let's see how Arteta has enough squad depth now to push Arsenal through all competition. What is your prediction for that game? Brighton versus Arsenal. Arsenal is playing at the Emirates. Who wins?
It has to be in favor of Arsenal. Narrow win, 1-0.
Narrow win for Arsenal, no so?
The clean sheet will have to end. That's all I can say.
Now because Kepa did there.
Clean sheet will just have to end.
They like
Brighton will come now.
If
they do this nonsense against Man United, this nonsense where they cannot complete 3 passes without losing the ball in midfield, they are going to lose woefully.
Okay, let's see what Arsenal is strong at home. Arsenal have not conceded more than 2 goals in 100 games. They are in all competition. They are actually strong in defense. But let's see if Brighton can trouble them today. Okay, Liverpool will play Crystal Palace in today's game. Crystal Palace have been a bit of a problem for Liverpool in recent years, especially last season, where they beat them in the Carabao Cup, and they beat them
Community Shield,
in the Community Shield too, to win those 2 trophies. So, but not Carabao Cup, the FA Cup.
No, Man City they beat for FA Cup.
They can beat Man City for
Now
final.
Newcastle beat Newcastle now win
Okay, they
Carabao
beat
Cup.
Community Shield and they beat them in the
FA
league,
Cup.
in the league this season.
First
So
season.
yeah, and if you look at the poster on Twitter they made, they were just like waiting for Liverpool to come, but Liverpool they want to go back to winning ways. 4 games in a row they have lost. Everybody is angry. Everybody could not believe, because 5 games in the season, 15 points, and everybody's okay. Champions League first game they won. So
that 15 point now will camouflage you, because you have 3 slottage time wins in that first
they got
5
15
games.
points. That's the main thing. But everybody was seeing, and after adding players like Isak to your team, for invest to your team, all these big kekes to your team, everyone will say, okay, after 5 games, everybody, okay, let's leave it for Liverpool. Let's try again next season. But something happened to them. 4 games in a row they have lost in the Premier League. Now they are playing, as you said, this is a trophy. Maybe just in case they not win, they not challenge for the Champions League, challenge for the Premier League. This is a cup
FA
thing.
Cup still there now.
Or
Now so
in case may they just
see you go crash out now, crash out FA Cup in Banaka.
may they play this one first, win this one. If they can
The
collect
one way
trophy
they
first,
up front,
yes,
yes.
but against Crystal Palace, it's not going to be an easy game, because Crystal Palace are well structured when they actually play football.
Yes, Crystal Palace are well structured, but let's not forget that this is Liverpool first and foremost. On their day, they are still the team to beat in the Premier League. No doubt. On their day, no doubt. Now, I will just come back and say, depending on who starts today, if they are going to go with Ekitike or they are going to force the Sakaba matter to continue, let's see who starts. But the most important thing is, this is a win they cannot afford to lose. It's a win they cannot afford to lose. Now, they can move players around, bringing Chiesa, because Chiesa has earned the right to get some minutes on his belt. So they can move people around, bringing Chiesa, move people around in that midfield. I think this is a game that Florian Wirtz deserves to start as well, also because he has not been performing in the Prem. He could come here, get a good performance in this one, and bounce back in the Prem. So they should play him in this encounter.
Robertson should be starting.
Yes.
See, no matter how you say the setup is going to be, sorry, Liverpool has players everywhere in attack. They basically have in attack. You have Rio Ngumoha, from
Rio should be starting.
Slow motion Gakpo, Mohamed Salah, Chiesa, Isak, Ekitike. All of you have star players everywhere. I just mentioned Ngumoha. Maybe star player bonus now, star boy. You understand? You have players everywhere that could play in attack and midfield. But where I have the problem with Liverpool, they don't have substitutes on the bench for the defense line.
Yeah, and Gomez might come in. So
now Crystal Palace is playing a 3-man defense with Mateta and a 3-man attack. 3-4-3 basically. Mateta, I think Yamada, Pino, and Ismail Assar. Now these 3 attackers can cause you problem. If I'm going to be Liverpool, Kekes is not getting that flurry of run forward, those dashing runs forward. I'll go back to if I'm going to keep playing my 4-4 or 4-3-3, I'll go back to Robertson, who can get in those crosses in, who can run those races. So he's old, but he can run forward and run backwards. I'll get in Robertson. Or I go to a back 3.
Waiting Robertson and Trent to do for Premier League. On the let me say in 5 years. I have not seen full backs.
No matter how we say Cucurella.
But then, this is where I want to check you again. What Kekes and Semenyo did with Bournemouth last season is also not being replaced so far this season as well, because Kekes used to be higher up and unlock Semenyo straight.
Let me now tell you now.
Why can't they adapt that guy in that position in Liverpool this time around?
The thing is, if you look at Bournemouth, the way they set up to play most times, they've set up to play with a back 3. So when Kekes goes forward, you see a Zabeyi
and dropping in. Yes.
You see a Hudson dropping in, and the other guy dropping in to make it a back 3. In Liverpool, you don't have that. In Liverpool at the moment, you don't have that right now. So again, it's going to be a problem, because you have to force one of the defensive midfielders to stop.
Because Godwin, what this is tantamount to is, you buy a phenomenal player doing well in a club with a structure, You bring him to your own club and now want to adapt him to your own style that doesn't suit his strengths.
Let me say something about professionals. If you have to be a professional, even when you play a back three, back four, high, anything they push, you have to be. But what I'm saying is, most times, for example, when Robertson came into Liverpool, somehow Liverpool picked form. Everybody in Liverpool started playing well. Not necessarily because of Robertson or not, because it happens in some teams. For example, it looks like all Arsenal defenders are fantastic. You might pick Gabriel and put maybe at Liverpool, and you are wondering what is wrong, because the structure. Sometimes, even when you go to Bournemouth, their structure might work because of the caliber of players they have at that particular point in time. Makes everybody look like they are perfect. You carry the same player, put in another team that are struggling, they start struggling. That's how sometimes I'm not really blaming Keke, because Liverpool as a team is struggling now. Until now, let's see. Defensive unit is struggling now.
Yeah.
So until they get it together,
I'm just saying,
in
this game now, you're playing against a Crystal Palace, so it's been a thorn in the flesh. You go with Robertson because of his pace.
Apart from they need to play him in some of these cups.
And again, in that midfield, please, senior man, no matter what you do for us today, I don't know why you dropped McAllister to the bench in the last game and we lost. No matter what you do today, please let him start alongside.
Everybody is just weak.
Everybody is weak for also.
Okay, let's get a prediction for that game. Liverpool and
Crystal Palace. I'm fresh this time around.
Who wins that game?
Hopefully Liverpool.
It's a knockout game, so somebody must win.
Somebody must. Mateta, do the magic.
Okay, so Swansea will play host Manchester City. It's supposed to be a straight win for Manchester City. All their players are coming back. Probably Mamouche must start. Checking my start. Haaland should have a rest because he's been playing all the games 19 minutes. So
since scoring streak not end, he just rest.
And this is the Carabao Cup. You need to rest. And Mamouche just came back like 3 weeks ago. You need to start to game, because truthfully, it's going to be a problem for Manchester City. 17 goals they have scored in the Premier League. Haaland has scored about 12 of them.
Yes.
So when he does not score, they suffer. So they need somebody else to start picking up the goals. If not, they are going to struggle when he stops scoring goals. So they need to start starting some of these players, Mamouche and all, so that they can gain match fitness and probably start scoring goals. But Swansea is supposed to be a walkover, but anything can happen in football.
Swansea, I remember Swansea with this guy. What's his name now? Michu. Yes.
Everybody.
Yeah. The only guy we go call.
No, it was more than Michu. Now there was one other guy there too.
One season wonder Michu.
Not be 1 season wonder now.
Either 1 or 2 season wonder.
That guy carry Swansea. Only him 1 goal Champions League. Only him was controlling the tempo. Anybody they are playing against, Michu must always register, create a chance, do something that would put his name on the score, on the record board, and Swansea will come on top. So you're telling it's not 1 season though. It's just that the club, as a general.
They are not in the championship. They are 13th on the table in the championship. But it's supposed to be, as I said, they should be resting some of the players. For example, Donnarumma should rest. Trafford should start because they have not played after Donnarumma came in.
Trafford should start. It's a problem, yes, but he has to start.
He has to start. This Carabao Cup is where you have trial players. That's how it works. Even for your team, you cannot play your full squad against Swansea in Carabao Cup. Who does that?
Godwin. You can.
But you are not Mourinho.
You can make those subs.
You are not Mourinho. The only person that can is Mourinho.
How you do it is you either start with the young guys and then you take them off in the second half and bring on the other guys to play 30 minutes. Or you start with them and you sub them off. You have
how
more
most of them do in
substitutions.
Carabao Cup. You give players and leave all your big stars on the bench in case something start running in 60 minutes. You start introducing Haaland, everybody to start like that's how it works everywhere. But let's see. Swansea is going to play Manchester City, and Pep has been talking about Rodri. Rodri has been injured, even though he started training with the squad, but there is no set date for him to return. I think losing Rodri in that team have actually cost Pep Guardiola a lot from last season, and he have not actually able to replace him, because since Rodri came in for the past 4-5 seasons, he has been a mainstay. So he probably built his whole midfield around him. So when he went off, I don't know, probably he was confused.
He's bad players now.
They don't do anything.
You can't replicate him. The only thing you can do is try to replicate his numbers.
And it was fantastic. Rodri was fantastic. They had Gundogan, they had De Bruyne, 3 midfielders that understood each other. Now Gundogan is out, De Bruyne is out, Rodri is injured. Imagine changing the whole midfield.
They've not changed since January now.
But let's see. Your prediction for that game, Swansea versus Man City, who wins?
I'm going to back City to win.
Okay, no, so
2-0.
Swansea.
Okay, Swansea to win.
Swansea.
Okay, let's move over to Chelsea. Chelsea lost their last game at home to Sunderland in their last Premier League game. But Wolves have been, I won't say woven. I don't know what the Wolves, but they are rock bottom of the Premier League. They have only 2 points.
They are not
I don't know their Wolves. They cannot even hunt anything.
The pack has lost its alpha.
Now they are playing. They are going to play Chelsea. Chelsea. I'm not saying Chelsea are struggling, but in the Premier League, look at where they are on the table. They are struggling.
They are struggling.
Carabao Cup is a cup competition. Anything can happen. Wolves are last, and anything can happen. They are playing at home, so it's going to be a dicey game. Game for Chelsea. The lap is back. I don't know if it's.
No, I think it was available last weekend.
Yeah,
he started training for 2 weeks now.
Yeah, he's back after about 1 or 2 months out injury. I don't know if he's going to start this game or be on the chair, but he's going to be involved. That's what Maresca said. He's going to be involved for today's game. You need to start building up fitness because that link up between him and Pedro was working before he went on injury. Probably he needs to build fitness back and come back so that he start playing in the Premier League, so that to help Chelsea, because Chelsea are struggling in the Premier League. But Wolves are rock bottom. But this is a cup competition. Anything can happen.
It's a cup competition.
Did you see how Wolf dealt with Everton in the last round?
That's what I'm saying. The competition. Anything can happen.
I'm not scared of Chelsea at the moment. I think Wolverhampton Wanderers has it in them. Because if you look at the way they play, just defensive, offensive, they are not getting the goals yet. But defense is also not getting the defense right. I think selling some of those key players.
It's hard to see Wolves scoring today.
It's going to be easy.
It's going to be hard for Wolves to score today.
You just have 2 runs from somebody, and those 2 runs, you have a cross in, and Tolu is buried it, and that's the end of it. Because if Chelsea goes down,
where was Tolu over the weekend, man?
They don't give us supply. They
never even score anything, no.
They don't give us supply.
At least he's
I think he has one goal.
He has one goal in the
Carabao.
Yes, in the Carabao Cup. It's not against Everton.
Yeah.
So I think you should start today. And you should score against Chelsea today because he's my Nigerian brother and I like him. I don't know about Chelsea fans, but I like Tolu. Tolu needs, because truthfully we need all our Super Eagles players to do well. So if they do well, then we will play Gabo. I'm interested in Gabo in November. I'm targeting that game.
The person that has struggled the most is Chukwueze, because these guys are not under any pressure to play him. He's on loan.
Even though he's not been fit, he's been injured after playing for Super Eagles. He went back injured. So I had the rumors that they are even telling him not to travel to the Super Eagles, that he's not fully fit, and he traveled. He got injured after playing for the Super Eagles in that last game. So
which means it's AFCON's dream. They might want to cut it short.
No, he
will play AFCON.
He will play AFCON. But the problem is he might not start. But Fulham was telling him, the rumors that they were telling him not to travel because he's not fully fit, but he traveled because we need to qualify. But he helped us. He got 2 assists in that game, which was worth it. Okay, but Wolves is going to play Chelsea. Chelsea needs to start picking up points. If not, they are going to be in a very, very big problem. Very, very big problem. And Chelsea fans they are not even patient. They want trophy. Anyhow you want to see them, they like Carabao Cup. They like every, even conference. Look at the way they celebrated it last season. Chelsea likes to win. And Maresca needs to find a way to win these competitions and win this Carabao Cup. We might be starting Estavo today. Some of these players that have not started, Gittins might start, Estavo might start, Santos might start in the midfield. I don't know the defense. Probably Jorgensen for the goalkeeper, so that they are going to have.
They will struggle if they start Philip.
That's the thing.
They will concede.
Let's see, but
whether
the Premier League
you play
concede.
Wait, now let's get something straight. Let's get something straight. You say they will concede. You start Sanchez, you concede. You start Felipe, you concede. Do you always, as long as you are a Chelsea defense, concede.
Go and look at the record of those 3 goalkeepers. You will see that one has let in a whole lot more goals.
Now when you talk about Onana and Bendia,
it's still the same thing.
As long as the 2 goalkeepers are there, they will continue to concede. Let them go and get a better goalkeeper in January.
I just feel not January though, in the summer, but I think that Jorgensen will start for today's game.
He should start, but Chelsea are more likely to concede double digits.
Okay, but let's see. Let's get a prediction for that game. Wolves versus Chelsea. Who wins?
With Jorgensen starting, Wolves 2-1.
2-1. Okay, me, I want to score shot, but no.
So with Jorgensen starting, it might be a draw and it will go penalties, and Jorgensen will save them.
I want it to go to penalties now.
Jorgensen will save them.
In these 3 games, in all these games.
If Sanchez starts, Chelsea will lose, and they'll still concede the same amount of goal without scoring.
I don't. For me
Building
personally,
from the back.
For me personally, I don't think it's fair if Sanchez starts Carabao where you have Jeke. Remember,
No,
he was the
I
first
agree
team.
with
He
you,
was
yes.
the first team goalkeeper for Villarreal. It's not like he was one small keeper.
And he was taking them to Champions League.
He was the first team goalkeeper for Villarreal for 2 years, and he was playing till he went to Chelsea. But let's say I think he should start this game. Lavia should start. Andrea Santos should start. I don't know.
Lavia should start in his game time.
Yeah, so but let's see what happens. But Wolves is going to host Chelsea in today's Carabao Cup. Finally, Newcastle will play Spurs. Spurs won their last game in the Premier League. Newcastle won their own too, but it's going to be an interesting game. That one will come later on, 15 minutes after the other kickoff by 9 p.m. It's supposed to be a good game too.
It's supposed to be a good one. Like, it's a game that I would pay money to see, because this is, as a neutral, Spurs versus Newcastle. Hoping Newcastle deliver on the night though. Maybe a win.
Okay, who wins in that game now?
It's the third time now. Who now use Newcastle to go?
Frank has actually been doing well.
We talk about the two managers. Eddie Howe is doing great with his club. Frank, as a new manager, is doing wonderful. Both of them are doing great with both teams, but the quality of players each of them have is just what I'm looking at. And for like, I think Tottenham has a better crop of players than Newcastle.
Okay, let's see who wins that game. Okay, before we move to the SERIA that happened yesterday, let's go to our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Okay, Chukwu is saying Liverpool must be asking the person in charge of match fixtures why Crystal Palace again. Crystal Palace is always there to stop Liverpool from comebacks.
Valid point.
And Cletus will be saying Man City should use Man U as a case study. City, we are playing our first 11. I beg 4-0 to he wants to win 4-0, so he doesn't want to experiment.
Man U as case study because Man U goes experiment with different people.
And Grizzly they knock them out. Okay. And like Cletus will be also saying Wolves are woeful, so he's predicting Chelsea to beat Wolves 4-1.
Okay,
Let's go to the SERIA yesterday's game. Move to the SERIA quickly. Napoli won away to Lecce 1-0. Fantastic game for him. He has his two best strikers still out. Højlund is still out, and Lukaku is still out.
I think he was on the bench yesterday.
He just came back. But fantastic, they won that game 1-0.
The most important thing is find your way to win. Simple. QED.
I don't know what to say. Let me say something first. Zambo! You know, complete.
Angusha.
Zambo is simple. When you have, I feel like yesterday they suffered a lot. They were not getting those passes forward. They were not getting it right. I was seeing that game and I focused more on that game because they were not getting those passes forward enough. It was just basically defense line because of the height of Billy Gilmore. So any area dull in midfield, they were basically losing it until they get to the other side. De Lorenzo was there. The other guy, I feel like they missed a lot of key players in this side.
It's a game that Napoli should have won without even Martin and Eyelash.
Big margin until that 60-something minutes goal from Zambo. It was total dominance from them, but again, they were not getting it clinically in front of. They were not getting to the final third.
Okay, the other game, Atalanta won, AC Milan won. So AC Milan just keep dropping points in this.
Ademola,
Lookman scored and all that.
Ademola, Adem. I suppose go see it for you, but I never get my producer. Know
finally,
you know they are a travel.
Finally.
My producer travel. He go show for US. When he come back, we'll do one big music for you. One hit track. Because again, coming back to this, we were talking about his fitness, his form, and everything. After all this saga, it's just loyalty. After all the saga, he came back, went into training, buried the matter behind him, went into training.
Don't like say get choice, huh?
You don't get choice now. You just guys bury the matter, be a professional, and go back to training. And again, for the manager to put him on the bench for that long.
Yes, it's not good at all.
I think he should have since he's back in training. After 2 weeks of training, put him back in the first.
It's not good at all. Yes.
Not just keep him there for like a month or so, more than a month, and he's training alone for more than a month by himself. I think that was one of the things that led to the.
For somebody that is such a big figure in the side.
Coming back, you see him creating chances, you see him take on defenders, you see him do some things for the striker and say, okay, bros, I don't remove for you. Finish and the striker will go on or not. But yesterday again, you saw an AC Milan side go 1-0 up, and I'm like.
4 minutes on the clock.
And I'm like, bro, after how many minutes?
And go to bed, basically.
And after how many minutes, you allow Atlanta just go into the game. Like, that was what I was saying. It's to say they rigged this one, not like Olympiacos Barcelona. You go say they're going to give Atlanta a red card. Because
conspiracy theory.
No, they're going to give them a red card. But again, they grew back into the game. went head to head, continued to grow in performance, and they got the equalizer, and that was the end of it. It was 5-5 till the end of the whistle.
Okay, for today's games in the Serie A, Como will play Verona. Juventus just sacked their coach, so they have their interim manager there. Juventus will play Udinese today. Roma are doing well in the Serie A. They will play Parma. Bologna will play Torino. Girona will play Cremonese. I like that name. The Inter will play Fiorentina in today's game.
Tough
But let's
game.
see. Yeah, tough game. Let's see who wins. There are games in Ligue 1 today too. We're going to talk about the results tomorrow. Okay, some of the news again before we start taking phone calls. Celtic have sacked their coach Brendan Rodgers.
He left to they say
That's
come out now. No
that's
sack
sack-
him.
they
He
sack
don't
him.
come out since
They
3
sack him.
days now.
He lost 3 games in a row, so he stepped down.
He stepped down from
I
his
think
role.
I think that's what they do. Some clubs have class.
Mm.
They will tell you, rather than us saying that they sack you, just resign. So you just come out and say that he has left because of poor results. I have left my position as a coach.
Yes, but I don't understand.
all
They are
that.
second on the table.
That's the crazy thing.
Second on the
because they
table.
lost, I think 3 or 4
really
games.
don't-
3 or 4 games.
It doesn't mean like
So this
this
is my
is
wait now.
another
Wait,
Marinakis.
let me understand. This is why mine they lose like since last
this is
season.
another Marinakis. Nothing you want to tell me.
Okay, other news, Carabao came back from injury, played 1 game in the Classical, and is back. He's away from injury again till January. He got injured in that game after, I don't know, in the
They
fight.
should cancel his contract like
So, he has been
Antonio.
injured, but any year that he has been fully fit, they just win the Champions League. But
They go winner, no more. He's coming
They're
back.
not going now.
We get Champions League.
He's not coming any back.
So
We get Champions
he's
League.
out on injury again. So bad news for even though Trent is back from injury too. Let's see if he's going to stay fit. Matty Cash for Aston Villa has signed a new contract.
After a winning goal against Man City, they give a contract immediately.
So okay, let's see. Before we start taking phone calls, the Super Eagles, Super Falcons has qualified for the WAFCON. The aggregate win 3 goals to 1 against Benin. So congratulations to them. They are going to play. Obviously, when it comes to women in African football, just leave it for us, leave it for our women. Even they bother about that one.
I don't know why they play. They say they play qualifiers.
I don't even bother about that one.
Why we see they play qualifiers? That's the problem. The question is why we see they play. You just win, I think, 4 in a row. They have the automatic slot for you.
The game they played yesterday was a 1-1 draw here in Ogun State in Abeokuta. They have already won the first leg 2 goals to 0, and this one ended 1-1 draw. So
I don't know why they say they play qualifiers.
So, they are strong.
No.
When they go to African football,
you don't have to.
Women are one of the strongest. They're not one of the strongest. They are the strongest. Okay, let's talk about the MPFL and before we start taking phone calls. Okay, Rivers United will play Ikorodu City today. Who wins in that game?
Rivers United.
You will give an because
like,
they don't.
But now the man where you don't like.
No, it's not about. It's not about the man where like I'm a Port Harcourt boy, so don't even come here and tell me one thing or the other.
Rivers United.
Rivers United. I'm not Rivers United. My club is Dolphin FC of PH Town. Dolphin FC. So
win the championship.
We are now they were fused together with Sharks to form Rivers United.
Yes.
So solidarity to Rivers United.
Okay, who wins in that game, also?
I would have said Ikorodu because I'm a Lagos boy. But the only club I know in Lagos is MFM.
Okay.
MFM is the only club I know.
Let's start taking phone
But
calls.
again, they're in championship, so
number to call is 0706-048-5853. Call us and tell us your prediction about the games that happened in the Carabao Cup today. A lot of games, Arsenal, Chelsea games, Liverpool game. Call us and tell us your predictions. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
This is Martin.
Okay, what is your predictions for today's games?
I don't know why the franchise you play against it. In this Carabao Cup, let me tell you this. All the big clubs are going to be Germany. They are all playing against Premiership except Man City.
Yes, except Man City.
Except Man City. But they are going to win all their games, including Chelsea. Whether you like it or not, they are going to win all their games. And again, for Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, all these three clubs, they are going to try to players, whether it's like it or not. They are playing against Premier League oppositions or not. That's why they have to spot content. That's why everyone's going to play. Everyone's going to have different chance. They are going to play who has won to play. That's the point.
All right, thank you.
Sure, and again, this Tottenham, Newcastle, Tottenham. They say that Tottenham has a better sport than Newcastle. Maybe you have not seen Newcastle. Maybe you have not underrated Newcastle because they are called Newcastle. Check their sport. They have a very strong sport. It is very, very strong.
Bro.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
If you do,
all right.
If you do head to head from defenders to goalkeeper, you will definitely not. Who do you want to pick? Is it this guy you want to pick ahead of Vicaro?
Let's take phone calls.
In goalkeeping.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
Yeah, this is Leroy.
Okay, what is your contribution?
What I have to say is that all the calling of Giants, today when they go, only Arsenal will remain.
Baba, they beg for Carabao Cup.
Only Arsenal will remain for that team.
It be like say no in Premier League, Abi.
Okay.
Tottenham and Newcastle, uncle. Tottenham and Newcastle.
One big man must go now. I prepared that Newcastle. I prepared Newcastle to go.
Okay, you remember say Newcastle are defending champions, so.
All right.
Now I want Newcastle to go now.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to our
YouTube,
YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Bolt FM Sports. And Steven is here. Steven, welcome to the show. Bravado Steven, he said, good morning. Okay, guys, I love you all. I'm just seeing you for the first time with the kind of form my heartbeat this season. I don't forget say food the exist gunners with the gun. Okay. Thank you for please remember to subscribe to our channel, Steven. Thank you video. For joining us on our YouTube channel. Okay, 0706-048-5853. Call us and tell us your own predictions of today's game in the Carabao Cup. Hello, good morning. I don't know.
Bless you too. Bless you too.
Name and location, please. Okay. All right. What is your prediction?
This season they should watch their back. They no slow on the road. Listen, I went to the last. Everybody said just nothing like this. They just collapse like I when they just. See that person say come because you cause person when you cause they do a pass. You don't say no because I'm not blessed you bless them. Yeah, and I so you know they talk that as a people they talk what they do. I don't even go in back.
Okay. Oh wow.
For today. No how. Yeah. See this guy. You see man start on the only person who do that way confirmation. I'm only aware so Manchester is winning 2-1.
Okay.
Arsenal will play draw and enter penalties. Just so I don't trust this. I never tried it.
Okay, Liverpool will come out.
If they come out, anything will come out. I have no idea.
They'll come join you for house.
They go join us. See this EFL Cup. They are supposed to take them now.
Now, so when you carry and you don't celebrate,
All right, thank you very much. All right.
Arsenal fans are begging for Carabao Cup.
Arsenal fans want to win everything.
Everybody wants to win. Arsenal have not won a cup for the last 5 years, so even the Carabao Cup will do for them too. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
additional for classic code.
Okay, your contribution.
Engineer.
My brother,
Mm.
I'm not a fan of mouth.
Mm.
I'm a fan indeed.
Mm.
It's all the big boys who win their match today. And that's why I like that other match be in Wednesday. The only my problem now is no let attacker underrate.
Brighton.
Simple. Simple.
Don't underrate any club. Just play your game and get what you need as your 3 points. And that's best thing now. The man who I say let all these people go remain only Arsenal. No, Arsenal is not a selfish club. We want to be Arsenal. You will be a really Arsenal fan. You are not selfish. You are playing good ball. The only thing that this season, as I believe, Arsenal will achieve something as a trophy, Premier League or Champions League. I believe.
Okay.
I don't believe I start. Because we will win the match today. That's
all right, thank you very much. Okay,
I
let's
like
go.
engineers.
Let's
I like
go back to our
engineers'
YouTube channel.
confidence.
Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports, and Double J is here. Double J say, "Good morning, guys. Palace all the way, Wolves all the way, Brighton all the way, and City all the way, Newcastle all the way." So he's making his own prediction. Let's see if his prediction will work. It's going to be an interesting game today. In
City will lose.
what City lose?
City will lose.
You know when City lose, Joe will come and just come
You
and
go calm. I don't like that City in the morning when very calm. We will not switch allegiance to Arsenal. We will not tell you we are. Because no worry. We'll do investigative journalism on your case.
probably say in the Arsenal fan.
If you can't say in Arsenal fan, no one in just no one is support City.
Okay, 0706-048-5853. Call us and tell us your contribution about today's games. Hello, good morning. Okay, call us back. Okay, that one went off. 0706-048-5853. But you in this, okay, let's take this call. But are you seeing any shock today? Even though all of them are Premier League clubs, there are no shock.
Now Premier League,
That's Swansea, so there is no shock today. Even say Swansea could just give us more.
No shock.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
good morning. It's Manchester United.
Okay. OG.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Wait.
United is back.
Then you are back.
You see wonders.
Okay.
United is back and you are back.
Wonder. It's all right.
Welcome back.
How everything is moving to that studio.
I thought you went to tell Amorim, you had to support Amorim to tell him to change his tactics.
No, Amorim is not playing a long ball.
Thank you.
No more playing at the back.
Thank you. You see how?
I see the thing. That is what he's learning in Premier League. So, and he's working for Manchester United. So I need it. Let him continue with it.
Straight up.
All right.
Let's know whether we are going to finish first.
First or second.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Welcome back, bro.
Let's see what happens in these games. Okay, it's going to be a Carabao Cup today. In today's games, everywhere Arsenal will play Brighton, Liverpool.
You were asking for a shock.
Only Swansea.
No shock.
Brighton go shock you.
That one na Premier League Cup, so you know be shock.
Brighton go shock you.
Okay, Arsenal will play Brighton today. Liverpool will play Crystal Palace. Swansea will play Manchester City. Wolves will play Chelsea. And Newcastle will play Spurs in the Carabao. So all big games throughout the Carabao Cup. Let's see who wins today. If they win, they move to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Hopefully the best team win. My own is that let the best team win. I'm not, well, sometimes if the best team can play and luck might be on another team's side and they win, but at the end of the day, anybody that goes to the next round deserves to go to the next round. So we'll come back tomorrow and discuss these games tomorrow. Rivers United will play their game, their outstanding game today. Hopefully they will keep winning. Remember, Rivers United are the only MPFL club that is still left in CAF competition. So congratulations to them once more. They are going to play Ikorodu City today by 4 p.m. Congratulations to our Super Falcons too, for making it to the WAFCON. We know they are going to qualify now. After the
Going to win it.
we know they are going to win it. Yeah, normal.
Mhm.
Thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you for those that join us on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, you can always join us online on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. At Volt FM Sports. Let's go there and grow our community together as family. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful day.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.
So we OG resurrect for when they concord today.